any of you guys, any of you out there who work your regular 9 to 5s, or you even if you own your business or whatever it is, if there was something, if there was a pill that you could take to make you amongst the best at your particular field, or to make your business one of the most successful at whatever it does, or just in general, one of the most successful, how many of you wouldn't take it? How many would have this same case of integrity that I could be set for life? I could have more money than I could possibly ever spend in a few lifetimes. But you know what? Yeah, my integrity won't let me do it. You lie. You lie. Not me. Yeah. I'm trying to get refills on them pills. I'm trying to go all in. Because at the end of the day, I saw a dude the other day. What was I looking at? I was looking at a story on this choir. That it was a choir for former drug addicts and crack addicts and heroin addicts. The leader of the choir was a 90-year-old former heroin addict. This dude was pumping poison into his body for a long enough period of time to consider himself an addict. And I don't know if that has any correlation with the amount of time that you spend doing illicit drugs, but whatever. He was 90. He lived he's still alive at 90. So there's no guarantee that, well, you're not going to be saying that when A-Rod drops dead at 45, but what if he doesn't? What if A-Rod lives to 90-something too? And same with Ryan Braun and Bartolo Colon and Haloti Nada and Robert Mathis and Kellen Winslow, the guys who've been popped in the NFL for PEDs. I don't want to forget them. I know it's more than that, but because somebody just got suspended last week for PEDs. That's the one thing too about the NFL. Like, we don't care. Like all of that, that stuff that we hold dear to our hearts, that great sense of obligation to the kids, all out the window when it comes to the NFL and PEDs. Because I'm always saying, there's no God-given reason for those of you who have those beliefs that a 6'12", 390-pound human being should be running a 4.1. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be the case. And we're seeing more and more of that every time we turn on in whatever it is, April, February, the combine, and we see these huge human beings doing these superhuman things, and for whatever reason we think, whatever, they're not on anything. Okay, like I'm here to tell you, you're better off being pessimistic, and it all relates back to this Tom Brady situation. You're better off as a fan. You're a better fan, I think, if you tell yourself that you can't put anything past any of these people, because they are people. They are human beings. As much as you want to look at them because they're wearing these helmets and these huge shoulder pads and they're looking like some sort of futuristic warrior sometimes, understand, up under all that, they're human beings with a lot of human faults. A lot of them are morally, It's sometimes when you say that the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. As a fan, think about that. The same thing that you take so much pride in, the fact that Tom Brady wants to win at any cost. Because you hear people who are close to him say that stuff all the time, right? He wants to win at any cost. And initially you hear that and you say, well, you damn right. He's a competitor. He's the ultimate competitor. Until you realize, yeah, he wants to win at any cost. So he'll go out there and deflate footballs and hope he doesn't get caught. And so when I hear Jeff Saturday say, why don't you just fall on the sword? That's not part of the game. No one robs a bank assuming that they're going to get put in jail. You do what you do under the assumption that you're going to get away with it, that no one's going to catch you. That's part of it. That's part of the deal. So all these former players that you see trotting their butts out on ESPN talking about how disappointed they are in Tom Terrific and how I can't believe it. And now, what are the kids going to do? If you heard this podcast at any point in time, there's a good chance that you've heard me say, if you're a kid, if you're a parent, especially if you're a father, and you allow your kid to take his moral cues from some dude that throws a football or raps a song or is on some sort of TV show, you're a terrible parent. You're an abomination to parenthood. There's no damn way that should be possible. Like if tomorrow, if Tom Brady got hit, or I don't even gotta say Tom Brady, if your kid had an Aaron Hernandez jersey, right? Okay, it's just a jersey, period. Like, your kid shouldn't be balled up. Like, when Aaron Hernandez gets arrested and people are outside of the jail pre-understanding what the hell is going on, cheering his name and all that kind of stuff. You know who knew immediately what was going on? The Patriots, your team. As soon as it happened, they was like, yeah, you can't come back here. I don't even know what you're doing here today. Well, thanks for coming. It makes it easier to cut you. Yeah, get your stuff and go. Get your stuff and leave. This is before my man even gets arrested. Yeah, they heard that this dude was involved with a murder because they knew who he was. Like, ain't no surprise. They was like, get your stuff and go. You can't be around here. It's too much valuable goodwill that's been rebuilt since Spygate for you to be around here. Folks talking about you murdering cats. Yeah, I'm good. Belichick and them boys was like, yep, holler at you. We ain't even going to worry about the salary cap hit right now. We'll figure it out later, but you got to go. And, you know, some of you were still maintaining hope. You know why? Because Aaron Hernandez could catch touchdowns. And he could play fullback. He could play H-back. He could play tight end. He was versatile. He was a matchup problem. And all those things you allowed to cloud your judgment and keep you away from the fact that this dude is a serial killer. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. It's the same dude just today. I guess he's being charged with something in that case. The guy that testified against him that only has one eye now because apparently, allegedly, Aaron Hernandez shot the other one out. Yeah. That's happening. So, you know, Tom Brady he's no different than the guy in the cubicle next to you at your gig. You know, he's no different. When the opportunity presents itself and there is a chance that you lose a lot of, if not in some cases all of what you work for, you're gonna go into survival mode. We all have it. All of us, we have what's called survival mode, and we'll find it immediately. Like, as soon as Bill Belichick was like, I don't know nothing about that. Yep, but Tom will be out here in a minute. You guys can ask him about it. He's probably in the back like, what the hell just happened? I can't even leave now. Damn it. Yeah, so he had to go out there looking all uncomfortable. You know, like that look you have in your face when you're dead asleep and somebody turn the lights on. Yeah, that look. Yeah, and it was a bad look for everyone involved. Like, no one of any, like, if you are living in that area of world and you support and love that team, like I'm looking at it now, as a matter of fact, they're showing it now. Like, that look on his face, that's the look. Like, everyone who has kids have seen that look. Like, oh crap. What am I going to say now? Like, the whole time he's talking, he probably can't even hear himself talking because in his mind he's thinking, God, I hope this sounds good to them. I hope I sound believable right now because I know I'm as guilty as damn sin. And it's cool. You know, they're going to be those people. I tweeted at Shannon Sharp the other day because, you know, Shannon Sharp, former Denver Bronco guy who had a gig with CBS for a while. Don't know what happened, but he's no longer employed with CBS. But yeah, Shannon he's a part of a lot of interesting conversations via this thing we call the internet. So I tweeted at him. I was like, you know, I bet you're loving this thing, huh? You're loving this whole this Tom Brady Deflategate thing, and I'm looking for his tweet back to me here. You guys can give me 1 second. Okay, not really, but hate excuse makers. Don't make excuses. You won't have to give any. Okay, I guess that's kind of a weird. Don't make any excuses. You won't have to give any. I don't understand what that means. To be honest with you, yeah, that's weird. And like, I don't know that I paid that much attention initially when he sent it back to me, but now I'm looking at it like, wait, what? What? So yeah, that's where we are right now. Deflategate. The sentence has been passed down, and as far as now, Tom Brady will be out for 4 games. Expect him to appeal it. Obviously, the players' union they're going to have to be on his side. He pays his dues, so they're going to have to be on his side. There's a lot of stuff I'm probably missing right now while I'm doing this because I'm looking at the TV and like they're like, you know how ESPN does. They're gonna roll out every expert on every part of every aspect of this thing that they possibly can. So I know, they're talking about a lot of stuff, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow, Steve Silver of thelegalblitz.com. He wrote the article that I talked about on Friday about the Todd Gurley law. It is now a law that's been signed into law. The bill that was signed into law on Friday by Governor Nathan Deal that punishes the people who, if you remember the Todd Gurley situation, he got a 4-game suspension for signing autographs for a guy who, once he told the guy he didn't want to sign any more autographs, the guy turned him in to the NCAA. Guy walks away, scot-free, feeling good about himself that he ruined the kid's, or tried to ruin a kid's college career. And because the NCAA is powerless, they could do nothing to him, but they suspended the kid for 4 games for just getting some money based on who he is. Which, if you ever heard me talk about this situation, it's absolutely ridiculous, stupid. Which brings me to another point that it just came back to my mind. Like, that's what the NFL is turning into now. They're turning into like a professional version of the NCAA. As far as the punishments that are being levied and how they're being levied. Like, this is one thing that it used to go on with me as a kid, and I promised myself that as a parent I wouldn't do this. Like, if you're in trouble here, you know why. And you know what the parameters of the punishment will be. It's not going to be a surprise. I'm not going to say, you ought to know what you did. Nah, I think it's incumbent upon the learning process for you as a kid, in the case that I'm talking about, to know what you did and to know why you're being punished, so that you can self-correct with obviously with some parental assistance, but so that either don't do it again or find yourself a way to be slicker about it so that you don't get caught. If you choose to try to go down that road again. But as far as the NFL goes, it's like, man, it's a crapshoot every time. They talk about this whole 50.1% versus 49.9% in the preponderance of evidence and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, the NFL is what NFL have you guys been paying attention to? Like, where that surprises you? Like, everything is gonna always show up in the favor of the NFL based on what the majority rules. Or what the majority chooses. If the majority of people say, Ray Rice only got 2 games, oh my God, the sky is falling. Well, guess what's going to happen? Ray Rice is going to get a lot more than 2 games. Yeah, he got a career. Like, it was like grand opening, grand closing as far as you coming back to the NFL, my man. Holler at you when I holler at you. So, God, that took the whole hour. It took the whole hour to talk about Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And Deflategate, quote unquote. All right, we're gonna wrap this hour. We'll come back next hour. We'll talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs are still happening. Just in case anyone cares, they're actually happening right now. So we'll talk about what happened over the weekend and try to bring you up to date as far as what you're gonna see tonight, Monday night, as I'm recording this. I am Big Mike. Rob Calloway not here for the first hour. I'm gonna check in with him to see if he's gonna join us in the second hour. Being heard via Spreaker.com. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook are our social media vehicles. Sports Kings Live is the handle. SportsKingsLive@gmail.com is the email. We'll see you guys.